Hey, what's up, welders? Welcome to another episode of Adventures in Welding. I'm Paul. Thanks for joining me. Today we are back to the welding. We are back to basics. We are back to stick welding with the 7018, my favorite rod. And what we've got here is this piece of 3/8 mild steel that we used for the open root. So you can see it's got its root in it. And what we're going to do is we are going to do the fill-in cap with the 7018 vertical down. Now, a lot of places will teach you to do this vertical up with a weave. And that's kind of an outmoded thinking because the weave puts in too much heat. So what we're going to be doing is a vertical down motion, which is going to be kind of like a J. So let me get everything set up. Let me get a jig up here to hold this. We'll go over the machine settings and we'll get to welding. Alright? Alright. Alright, I've got our plate cleaned up pretty well and I've got it mounted here in our little jig. Going to put the ground clamp right up here on the plate. This is not an absolutely necessary thing, but it's something I like to do. Number one, you're safer with a smaller ground path. And number two, it'll help if you have any type of arc blow. Next, we will set up our machine over here. Alright, we're using 3/32 7018. And I like to weld them right at about 85 amps. Alright, the power's off here so we don't have to worry. I've got a 7018 in the stinger here. And I like to have it at 90 degrees for this. And we're going to arc off. And we're going to come down and we're basically just going to make little tiny J motions, trying to stay ahead of the puddle. Something like that. Alright, now I have slowed this down to 50% speed so you can get a better idea of what's going on. As we move down, we move towards the outside of the bevel in just a J or a backwards J movement. We're always moving down and a little to the side. Maybe you could call it a comma. Maybe that's a better way of looking at it. But that's the movement. And you're just trying to outrun the puddle. Alright, let's shut the welder off and get our slag off of there. Look at that. That's nice. If you're getting a nice banana-like peel like that, that tells you you're at least in the ballpark with your settings. This thing's weebling and wobbling too much here, so let's set it down on the table. Well, other than some porosity, it looks really good. You can see we got a real nice profile here, but right there, right at the beginning there, one spot there, we got some porosity. Now, I do not keep my 7018s in a rod oven, so that could be the problem. I don't know. I don't know where that porosity came from. So, if we were doing this for real, that would need to be welded out or ground out and welded again. Good thing this was just a demo, huh? Alright, that's it. Vertical down. All the cool kids are doing it. Really, I don't know who's doing it. I've heard the iron workers are doing it. The reason I even decided to bring it up is because it is something that's being done. And if you come across the WPS that calls for a vertical down stick weld with the 7018, now you have some idea of what to do. Don't forget, when we get to 500 subscribers, we're giving away the 2 argon regulators. Other than that, here is a shout out to Backwoods Welding for knowing what the correct clearance size drill is for a 1/4 inch hole. Now get out of my shop. I'll see you guys next time.